Hey guys, it's Glitterbird18 and today I'm going to be showing you how I try my best to cover up my acne and redness. This is this look is definitely not light coverage, and it's probably not for summer either, but this is just for when I really just want to cover up all of my acne and redness, and it's kind of a lot of products, but that's just because I haven't been able to go out and find a better foundation. So, as you can see, I have nothing on my face whatsoever except for like some acne stuff and some moisturizer. But you can't see that because that's clear and already soaked into my skin. And I've just been using this Pond's Luminous Moisturizer, and it's super moisturizing. It's a moisturizer. And as you can see, like from my acne, it's not super, it's kind of mild-ish. Um, a lot of this is actually scarring and just redness, but I have like a few pimples like here, and I just want to cover those up. So I'm actually going to start with a BB cream, and this is the Maybelline Dream Fresh BB cream, and this is just for like the majority of my face, and I just put a little bit on my finger and kind of rub my fingers together. And don't worry, my fingers are definitely clean. I washed them before I did this, and I just want to put this all over my face just to try to give all of my skin a like the same kind of complexion, like even out my tone. And this does help a little bit with the redness, but not very much. But it just helps even out my skin tone, and it does give some SPF without having to put sunscreen on my face and leaving it like a white cast, and because that just doesn't look attractive. So now that I have put an even coat of that on my face, I'm actually going to go to a foundation, and I'm not going to use this as a foundation because I hate this as a foundation, but I've seen that it works pretty good as sort of like a concealer, because I've tried this as a foundation and it just dries out my skin and it makes it look all flaky and gross. But this is I think this is like a medium like cover foundation. I think medium to full. And I'm just going to take a little bit of that on the tip of a concealer brush, and I'm just going to start kind of dabbing it on the problem areas that I have, which is mainly like the apples of my cheeks and right now my chin, but that was not there like yesterday. Like that just showed up in the middle of the day and I was just super bad. And a little bit right in this area. So I'm just gonna take this and just dab away. And I'm trying to make this as quick as possible because I'm supposed to leave in like half an hour, hopefully. So I just keep dabbing until it's pretty evened out. And that was my phone, I'm sorry. And how I'm taking this, I'm just kind of taking this off the rim because it gets pretty messy because it doesn't have a pump. But this is just the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in 115 Ivory. And when I got this, it was kind of dark for my skin tone, like, because this is like the second to lightest color. And I was like, oh, this looks like it fits me pretty good, because I saw like through the glass it fit like my arm and stuff skin tone. And then I put it on and it looked kind of dark, and I was like, I am not that light. But anyways, I'm just keep dabbing this. And if I look over, I'm looking at the time, because I'm trying not to spend too much time, and I try not to put too much of it on, but like it's very light. This stuff, it does not make me feel like I'm suffocating in my own skin, because like I just don't get that way with most of my makeup, because I try to like blend it in very, very well so it doesn't have that, oh no, I have a ton of stuff on my face. Like, I don't feel that. Okay, now it does, you can still see some of it, but it is lightened up quite a bit. So I'm just gonna close this, and I'm actually gonna go on to my concealer. I know this is quite excessive for some people. For some people that have like acne and they don't have like the best foundation or concealer in the world, this is what I do until I can find a better concealer, and this concealer is actually pretty well. Works pretty well. I'm just gonna dab it on. This is the CoverGirl Fresh Complexion Concealer in Classic Ivory, which I believe is the lightest shade that they have. I thought they would have like ivory and then classic ivory, but this is like super like light. If you can see that, that is like way light. Like, but I put this on over the foundation that I use as a concealer, just to kind of lighten that up, just in case my skin is looking a bit pale. Well, paler than it already is. So I just I just use that to lighten it up, and my dark circles that are just oh so lovely, I try to cover those up too. And I just dab this in with my finger. I don't rub, because that tends to wipe away product instead of covering up. It tends to show it more than you want it to. And I just dab this in. If this covers up all of the redness, it is still going to show the bump, because you can't really cover up the bump unless you use, actually, to keep, like, if you have acne and you're struggling with like it being raised and like bumpy, I have actually found that I have this clay mask that it's by Freeman. I got it at Ulta for like $4. It's the mint and lemon clay mask, and I just kind of, I will use it as a mask, and I did that last night. So that kind of reduces redness and inflammation from caused by breakouts, and I will use that as a mask, and then some nights I will also use it as like a spot treatment. Just put it on wherever my problem area is, and by morning it will go down a little bit and the redness will be reduced. So, you know, if you're struggling with that, you could go try that. I know it doesn't work for like all people, but you know, with acne, it's, for me, it's just trial and error. And I'm just gonna stick a little bit more because I'm just feeling like makeup today. And I have like a super bad, like, dark under eye circle right there. I don't know why. I have a little bit of redness right there. Okay. And I will have to set this, and I'm just gonna, you know, keep doing. Okay, so now that I have all my concealer blended in, I'm going to use my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, which I'm so glad that I got. I got this, I think, last week, and I didn't get translucent. I got the color Creamy Natural, and this fits my skin tone perfectly. It just looks like this. And I'm just going to take this, it's a Flawless Face Brush by Bare Minerals. It's just called, it's like the Flawless Face. And I'm just going to start by, I start from the bottom and work my way up. And with the areas that I put a lot of product on, I dab it instead of rubbing, because if you rub it, then that tends to wipe away product too. Okay, so now that I have the majority of it concealed, and it doesn't look, I know you can still see it, but it is super lightened up, and I actually feel comfortable going out like this. I'm not saying that I'm like super insecure with my skin, but sorry, there's like hairs all in my face. I'm not saying I'm super insecure with my skin, but I am insecure like any other teenage girl is with acne. But this just helps me to, when I wear this stuff, it makes me feel more confident, and I know people can still see it, but they can get over that because it looks a ton times better. So now I'm going to put on a little bit of bronzer and blush, and for bronzer I'm just going to use my NYC Smooth Skin Sunny Bronzer, and I am going to actually take the same brush that I used because it's just fluffy and awesome. Okay, now I'm actually going to sort of blend that out a little bit just in case there are any lines. And I just put it across my jawline to make it look more defined. And again, I have hairs all over my face from my little flyaways. Don't you just love flyaways? They're awesome. And now I am going to take my e.l.f. blush. Okay, sorry guys, my camera decided to shut off on me, so I had to change the batteries. But anyways, I'm just going to take this is the e.l.f. complexion brush, but I use it as a blush brush because it's awesome. And I'm just going to take that, just kind of swirl it around and smile, and just kind of dab it on. And that is all that I did for my face. I'm actually going to shut the camera off and do the rest of my makeup because I just want to do this like super quick because it's like really hot in here, and I just want to finish this, and I will show you guys the complete like finished look when I'm done. So I'm gonna shut off the camera right now. Okay, so this is the completed look, and I actually had to take this off because I went and did a little bit of work in the kitchen, and I got something on it and it was really hot. So this is just what my face looks like after I'm done. I didn't show you what I do to my eyes every day. Well, what I do to my eyes, because I'm going to more than likely be doing an like everyday eye makeup tutorial kind of thing, and I'm probably gonna be doing that next, and I'm really excited because I just love doing makeup. And if you have any tips or tricks or any products that you find that cover up any blemishes or imperfections quite well, I would love to know what they are, so leave them in the comments down below, or feel free to leave a video response of how you like to make, like how you do your foundation, because this isn't really like a foundation routine, but this is like a kind of a fuller coverage everyday routine. So I really hoped you liked this video, and thumbs it up if you love tutorials, and leave any video requests you may have down below, and subscribe if you haven't already, because subscribing is awesome and it would make my day. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Oh, I actually forgot to do my lips. It's gonna be like the weirdest part of the video. I'm probably gonna... Yeah.